It's Weekend Update.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wildwood Update. I'm Tobey Asakwe.
And I'm Anne-Marie Yatsula.
And boy, do we have one heck of a wild show for you today. Our football team might not score many, but Wildwood Hall sure has many goals. First off is resident advocacy. Rather than just being in Hall Council to boost our resumes, we actually care about the residents' experience. That's why we show up to BODs every Monday, to catch up on our homework, due at 11:59 p.m. In addition, we feel a genuine obligation to be involved in our communities. We're proud to have finally evolved from wasting away in our beds to hosting programs in our halls, even if they only get about 5 people to attend, including ourselves. Let me turn it over to Anne-Marie Yatsula for some interesting factoids.
Thanks, Tobey. Breaking news update on some real old news. Wildwood Hall was built in 2007, named for the street that it was built on. It houses 2 living learning communities, social justice and nursing. Housing 706 students, Wildwood is comprised of 2 buildings that boast a short walk to the Leach Student Recreation Center, the Seminole Organic Garden, the Doak Campbell Stadium, the Dick Hauser Stadium, and absolutely nothing else. Our residents have access to two Snapchat filters so that they can boast our Wildwood excellence.
That being said, let's turn this over to our spring program specialist, Dr. Corey Smith.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Courtney Sean Smith. I'm y'all's spring program specialist. Our residents are trying to be real Olympians. We had some real good food, such as egg roll and empanadas and other scrumptious food that college students love because, it's free to them. They had some games too, it was pretty lit. Thank y'all for y'all's attention and for y'all attentiveness. I'll be rolling out right now.
Special thanks are extended to Dr. Corey Smith for his attendance on today's show. Now, yesterday was Xoxo, a once-in-a-lifetime event that happens only at the intersection of Wildwood Hall and Ravens Hall. We had our very own field correspondent, Jordan Welniak, go out to the field and do some recon. Let's see what she found out.
Jordan Welniak, Wildwood Hall Council Secretary, reporting live from FSU's Xoxo. We're going to be interviewing some residents today, seeing what they have to say about this year's Wildwood Hall Council. All right, here we go. We have our first interview here with our resident, Taya Meany. Taya? Hi. Hi. We'd just like to ask you a few quick questions about your Wildwood Hall Council.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So you are a resident of Wildwood?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Have you been to any Wildwood Hall Council programs?
Every single one?
Ooh. Every single one?
Single one.
Wow. Awesome. So do you feel like your Wildwood Hall Council has had some community impact?
Yes, I think that Wildwood Hall Council has had a large impact on the community. Yes, I think that everyone has had some interaction with each other because of it. Lots of free food, lots of happiness. Always a positive event.
Yeah, awesome. Were you able to vote for your Hall Council at the beginning of the school year?
Yeah, so I definitely got to vote for everyone, and they did a lot of campaigning where I got to meet everyone. So especially Tobey and Marie, they all came up to me. I got to meet them before.
Wow, so you know your Hall Council by name?
Yeah, I can name every single one and the positions.
Wow. So obviously, our Wildwood Hall Council has had quite the impact here. We're going to continue interviewing some students tonight, get more full perspective on the issue. Thank you, Taya. Thank you for your time.
Hall Council is really nice and the food's always great.
Awesome. All right, thank you guys. Have you ever been to a Wildwood Hall Council program?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for participating.
Thank you, Jordan, for that wonderful correspondence. Now, without further ado, let's throw this back over to Dr. Corey Smith.
I was here the whole time. Again. What's plopping, Wildwood? I'm back at you with the Wildwood update, and my news is real. Wildwood Hall Council had a program and hosted a show called Cuffing Season, when the residents Netflix and chill with their roommate's side piece. Every way to hook up with their roommate's girlfriend. Our residents learned about safe sex and got to learn not to give up their cookie and carrot sticks too easily. They also got some condoms, and we don't know if they're really gonna use them or not, but that's their prerogative. Thank you.
Thank you for that delightful contribution. Now, to Anne-Marie Yatsula.
Thank you. Let's turn to Colin Quigley for our update on our dollar bills.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. Wildwood stock has been steadily increasing over the last 6 months, with representation now higher than ever. There has been a large spike due to speculation of new park benches. In the late December term, as seen above, Wildwood stock had decreased substantially due to residents fleeing from the end of the year finals. But after the fear was gone, residents returned to help rise stock back up to the standard Wildwood excellence. According to undisclosed sources, Beyonce will sadly not be performing for Wildwood due to her busy schedule. However, there are rumors of installation of a new karaoke machine where upcoming stars from the hall will be able to show off their skills. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you for that update. Now, let's take this to Annalisa Newman, our fall program specialist.
Reporting to you live, your fall program specialist, Annalisa Newman here. Within the Wildwood 1 and 2 courtyard, just behind these walls, we hosted our second annual Full Moon Festival. Last year, the Wildwood Hall Council hosted the first annual Full Moon Festival, and here we think keeping up with tradition is very important. Our residents got to participate in a de-stress activity called pumpkin painting, where they were able to paint a pumpkin in whichever way they wanted to. There was also a photo wall and many food and beverages for them to enjoy. Reporting live from the very first scene of our very first Hall Council program, Perks of Being a Wildflower. That's right, folks, you heard it first, wildflower. Creative, right? Here, our residents came to the gardening bed and worked alongside the gardening organization to work and communicate better with their peers and fellow residents in their Wildwood halls. Hopefully, our students and residents will continue to grow alongside the flowers they planted. Back to you.
Thanks, Annalisa. And now here's Jessica Gilbert, our station producer, executive producer, director, backstage manager, screenwriter, casting director, and Hall Council advisor. Jessica?
They're great.